Okay, last class we have seen basic path test, right? Basic path testing, right? Basic path testing na என்னன்னு பார்த்தோம் கரெக்டாப்பா? பார்த்தோம் ஞாபகம் இருக்கா? What are the things we have seen in basic path testing? Ma'am, in basic path testing, last class we have seen white box testing. Why we are going for white box testing? What are the benefits of white box testing? We have seen. Okay, so here in benefits of white box testing, we have seen why we are going for white box testing. Is it audible? Is it audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, in basic path testing, we have seen different different sub steps. That is steps we have to follow in the basic path testing in order to calculate the cyclometric complexity. That is, in order to identify the complexity average, we are going for basic path testing, right? So in basic path testing, what are the topics we covered? We covered control flow diagram, that is flow graph, how we can draw the flow graph. Here, it's a flow graph is nothing but it's like a flow chart. Here also we are using some of the symbols which is used as like a flow chart. For example, here we are using nodes. So this one is a nodes. So this one is a nodes. The circle symbol is called as a nodes. The arrow mark symbol, that is nothing but it's called as a edge. It is used for identifying the flow of data. And last, predictive node, which is nothing but the node which is having the condition. That node is called as a predictive nodes. We have seen that one. And regions. So these are the four notations which is used in the flow graph. So in the flow graph, we are having the four notations, nodes, edges, regions, and predictive nodes. These are the four notations we have seen in the control flow graph. So in the control flow graph, the first we have seen what are the conditional we can use. That is sequential control, while, until, that switch case statement. So that and all, how we can draw that one. So we have seen that one. Then in order to calculate the cyclometric complexity, we have to use V of G is equal to E minus N plus 2. E minus N plus 2 is nothing but, E is nothing but edges, N is nothing but nodes plus 2. Otherwise, we have to use another formula like for cyclometric complexity. V of G is equal to P minus 1. P is nothing but predictive node minus 1. Here, this is the notations, this is the notation flow chart. So here we are taken this example flow chart. Here we are having 11 notation. For that 11 notation, we are drawing first step is we have to draw the flow graph. From that flow graph, we have to calculate the cyclometric complexity. That cyclometric complexity also, we have for that we have to calculate edges, nodes, and with the help of that edges, node, and predictive nodes, we have to identify from that flow graph. So from that flow graph, we are identifying these three things. After that, we are substitute that values in the formula. E minus N plus 2 or P minus 1. Sorry, P plus 1. So we have to substitute in that formula. So here we are taken this example and we calculated for that. This is one method. The other method is graph matrices. So graph matrices is nothing but we have to draw 5 cross 5 matrix. With the help of that matrix, we can use any type of matrix as 3 cross 3 matrix or 4 cross matrix, we have to identify the size according to their nodes. If your node is having if your node for example, in your source code, if you are having 5 nodes, in the sense you have to use 5x5 matrix. In your program, if you are having 15 nodes, in the sense you have to use 15x15 matrix. In that way, you have to draw the matrix work. So here we are taken one flow graph. That flow graph is consists of only 5 nodes. So we are using 5x5 matrix, and we are using output values and all. We are identifying that is with the help of the arrow mark symbol, we are calculating which is the output. Okay, from 1 we are giving output to 3. So we are using in one row, that is in the node, we are connected to 3. That's why we are using 1. Otherwise, you can use the variable name also. In the graph matrix, we can use the variable name also, that is a we can use. Likewise, we have to calculate for all the nodes. Okay, in that way you have to draw the diagram. You have to use square matrix only. So this work is called as a graph matrix. In that way, they are calculating the complexity. So these are the methods we have seen in the basic path testing. The another type of technique is control technique, that is control structure technique. The second type of technique in white box testing is control structure testing. So here we will see the three just a minute ma, I will share that PPT. In control flow structure, we are having three types. We are having three types of testing, which comes under control structure technique. So listen, in white box testing, there are two types of testing. One is white box testing, another one is black box testing. In white box testing, we are having in white box testing, we are having two types, that is one is basic path testing, another one is control path testing. Okay, in basic path testing we are having three subdivisions, that is with the help of three subdivisions we can calculate the cyclometric complexity. The first one is flow graph. The second one is cyclometric complexity. The third one is graph matrices. Then next one is the control structure techniques. In that we are having three types. One is conditional, another one is data, third one is loop testing. Conditional testing, loop testing, and data testing. Just a minute, I will share that PPT. students, I will take class at tomorrow, ma. Today I don't have that class, I don't have that PPT, ma. Sorry, ma. Sorry. Tomorrow I will take that concept, control structure testing and remaining topic, ma. Thank you, students. Thank you, ma.
Ma'am,
Okay.
attendance, ma'am.
Yes, ma. Enna, ma?
Ma'am, attendance எடுத்துட்டீங்களா ma'am?
Screenshot எடுத்துக்கிட்டேன்ப்பா.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, okay, no issues, sir. Tomorrow நான் HOD permission வாங்கிடுறேன்.